Have you ever wanted to go to Louisville and fight a ton of zombies in Project Zomboid? I did exactly that. Let me tell you about it. My run begins in Rosewood. I spawn in the police station and start working through the normal starting steps. Go across the street to the fire station, fight some firemen, take their stuff, get an axe, groove out for a little bit, and enjoy the peace of the first night. By mid-afternoon of the next day, I've gotten a van with a key and drive most of the way across the map to the little-known bridge, where a horde blocking the bridge stops my progress. This turns out to be good luck for me, because I get a large backpack off of a zombie. I go across the bridge and make my way down a dirt road to a campground where I'll spend the night. Tomorrow, I'll try and go all the way into Louisville. But for now, this little storage room is home. Day 2. I begin my morning by killing a few zombies at the crossroads to warm up. I'll need every little tick of EXP I can get. I make it to the 4-lane highway, and from there, all the way to the outskirts of Louisville, the fence just before the military checkpoint. Here, I have to do some combat, and some more combat. I take a break to loot a warehouse on the outskirts for more weapons. Then, into the checkpoint itself. My ball peen hammer serves me well. After that, I get into a little portable trailer, which will be my primary home for the foreseeable future. Once I've closed the curtains and gotten cozy, it's time to start looting the checkpoint, scraping up all of the guns and ammo. Boy howdy, are there a lot of guns and ammo here. I organize some of it in my van. I do basically nothing on day 3 except go through all of the tents on the left-hand side of the checkpoint and loot all of the guns and all of the ammo. I bring it all back into the trailer and organize it as best I can in bags and stuff. This is, after all, just going to be a temporary staging area as I push deeper into Louisville from here. Day 4. My looting of the checkpoint continued, although I did meet with some resistance from the locals on the right-hand side of the checkpoint. I moved the van up with the intent of breaking into the refugee camp. This, of course, required more combat. I stuck primarily to short blunt in the early days because it's plentiful and it's the weapon type that I'm the most comfortable with. The wrench did good here. Day 5. My wrench breaks, and I have to go back to using the hammer. I make my way through the refugee camp, and then up the road to the left, which should loop back behind the hospital and get me into some housing areas. Of course, today, as with every day, zombies must be slain for me to make progress. I get into my first house in Louisville, and remove the current occupants. It gets late, and I walk all the way back down into the military base. On into the next morning, I am still retreading ground, killing zombies. Even going back up the road to that house is a challenge. Day 6. More combat. I managed to make it all the way up to Leaf Hill Heights, which is a business complex behind the hospital. There are no cars. Oh, heck yeah. That is underweight solved. Barely. With underweight solved and the area ahead clear, I decide to move the van forward to my new home behind the hospital. And here we are. I give it a shout, the plan being to draw in all the surrounding zombies and make them dead, so this will be a very safe area going forward. So yeah, the helicopter showed up earlier than I had planned, so I grab as much of my shotgun ammo as I can, and whatever shotgun ended up in my hands. I prep for a fight. Technically in this footage, the clock has rolled over to day 7, as you may be able to see in the left-hand middle portion of the screen, but I've included it here in day 6, because in day 7, we're going to do something different, because
there was a firefight.
Day 8. Well, wasn't yesterday interesting. I begin my day with canned chili and canned carrots, boiled into a stew. And then, it's time to move to the northeast, and continue dealing with all of the zombies that got pulled in, but didn't quite, make it to the house during the helicopter/shotgun spree. I basically spend all of Day 8 doing that, get out onto the big road, kill a few zombies, and then head home for the day. Day 9. I begin my day by speed reading Carpentry 1. I relax by the riverside. Then I explore my surroundings and go to Ameriglobe Communications, which is, I guess, some sort of tech company. Finally, cigarettes. After that, it's back up into the city, more fighting. I'd like to have access to a gas station, so I fight my way down to the east toward the turnoff, and eventually I arrive at gas station. I do a little clearing. This purple car will become important for later, as I'll soon learn that it has a key. I use whatever containers I can find in the gas station to reserve a bunch of gas and leave it here on the ground for later. I return home to my new steed. I spend some time organizing my loot. I want the purple vehicle to be my main combat vehicle and my black van to remain as a backup vehicle. Prepare for war, and you know what that means.
There was a firefight.
Day 11. More combat. More fighting my way deeper into town. Day 12. I almost get myself killed. I see some zombies bashing at the gate and I'm like, man, that sure is a nice gate. Sure would be a shame if they broke it. So I go over to open the gate, but instead I hopped a little bit of fence to the left because my input wasn't precise enough, and I almost land in a horde of zombies. If I were not already a jaded PZ veteran, would have left me scarred for life. That said, it did certainly get my heart rate up. Day 13. Further up the road, deeper into town, there is another gas station, which I have decided to clear. The first 2/3 of the fight are missing, because my frame rate got so bad that I actually had to turn down my graphics to continue the combat. So this is just kind of the mop-up, and also the last fight where I still have shotgun shells left. Day 14. As you may have intuited, I don't have the recording button going all the time, because it would fill up my hard drive massively. But I stepped out to read a book in the backyard because my character was bored. I just wanted her to feel okay, but I was ambushed. Between the first cut and the second cut on this day, that zombie lacerated me on the head. It didn't take long for me to notice that my character was sweating and more anxious than normal. This clarified what I would need to do over the next few days. I went down to the turnoff to the hospital and did a little shooting, then I returned for the day, hopeful that maybe I was imagining things, that maybe I wasn't infected. I had a midnight visitor, who I let in through the window and then summarily dispatched. My condition was clear after I slept. I had the infection. My hope of a 100-day plus run was ruined. There was only one thing left to do.
There will be bloodshed.
It's over. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this short Zomboid film, please like and subscribe. There's more to come. A heartfelt thanks to those who support me on Patreon. You're truly wonderful. Until next time.